So let's talk a little bit about last week's winner, Scottie Scheffler. Only priced at $9,200. Do you consider this a steal for him this week at TPC Sawgrass?
Emerson, good morning. Jesse, hello. Yeah, Scottie Scheffler is an interesting guy. Golf Twitter, the golf universe, really has not been talking a lot about Scottie Scheffler this week. And I think that's a mistake. We saw after he won at Phoenix, there was no hangover. He came right back out the next week. He didn't win Riviera, but he was seventh. And then, of course, he won again last week at Bay Hill. So $9,200. He does not have to win. He missed the cut here last year. His only time at the TPC Sawgrass. I think we can discount that. He's clearly on a different level right now. I think sleep on Scottie Scheffler at your own peril this week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk about the rest of the higher price guys. So who are you looking at over the 9K price range? The most expensive being Jon Rahm, then you got Rory McIlroy, Colin Morikawa. All those guys are in the tens.
Yeah, Jon Rahm is interesting. He is the top guy. He has not been playing great for Jon Rahm, but for anybody else, I mean, he's been in the top 20 or 21 every tournament this year. I do kind of like him this week. I think he's playing very well, except, with his putter. And, we know, I heard Jeff and Reed earlier talking about long iron play this week. I agree with that. Jon Rahm, fantastic long iron player. I would not dismiss Jon Rahm even at that price. Colin Morikawa, the best long iron player. Again, he's only played this tournament once, was not great. I think we can just throw that right out. Looks like Morikawa is going to be kind of highly owned, but I do like him. And then there's Justin Thomas. Oh, yeah, the defending champion. He is the cheapest of the three I'm mentioning here, $10,400. There really hasn't been a horse course here at TPC Sawgrass. It's such a confounding Pete Dye masterpiece where guys have good weeks, guys have bad weeks. Justin Thomas is really beginning to show that he plays this tournament well every year. He won last year, of course. He has a third. He has an 11th. I'm really looking at those three guys most among the top guys.
It's battling history, though, Len. You know this. No player has ever won back-to-back Players' Championships, so maybe a little bit of pressure there on him.
Yeah, and only 5 guys have ever won this tournament a second time, and they've, not only have they not won back-to-back, but they don't win it anytime soon. I think like Steve Elkington is one of the 5 repeat winners, and it took him 6 years to win that second one. So yeah, goes to show how great Pete Dye was in designing courses, and just all different kinds of golfers can win this tournament. So yeah, I don't know if Justin Thomas is going to win, but I think he'll be there.
So it's been the worst kept secret like all week, talking about this weather. It looks gross. Is there a player you're targeting now that you may not have thought about if it was clear skies and sunny here? Because I've seen some different quotes from certain guys. So like Paul Casey says, I don't like the rain. There's a reason I moved from England to Arizona. But then I'm looking at a quote here from Russell Knox. I grew up in Scotland. I hope it blows 25 miles per hour and pours rain.
Yeah, I think that, I don't know if there's any guys I am adding because of the weather. I think I was sort of there already because I think bogey avoidance was a big consideration this week. It always is. There's water on 17 holes. We keep hearing about that. Actually, the water comes into play really only on 14 of them. That's enough. So there are guys, I was looking for what I like to call, with all due respect, boring golfers. We've talked about him the last couple of weeks. Sung-jae, Daniel Berger, 2 guys that do well in Florida, and also really low bogey average guys. I like them. I like them even more this week. A couple other guys, from the UK, Shane Lowry and Matt Fitzpatrick. I've liked them both coming in. Matt Fitzpatrick has played well here. He's playing well in Florida. He's becoming a sort of a Florida courser somehow. And Shane Lowry was great a couple of weeks ago at the Honda till he got caught in a rainstorm and missed his tee-ball on 18. But I do like him, and he really, if you look back over the past year, Shane Lowry delivers on big courses, tough courses, in tough fields. he's really been impressive. And so I like all four of those guys to begin with, and I like them even more now.
All right, let's talk about a golfer under 7,500 that can help you win some DFS contests. One guy a lot of people have been talking about, Sergio Garcia. He's 7,400. It's the cheapest he's ever been for a Players' Championship. Yeah. Veteran currently riding a 5 made cut streak, 4 of those finishes being top 25.
He's really good here.
Not only has he made 5 straight cuts, he's made like 19 in a row at this course. Yeah. He hasn't missed a cut at TPC Sawgrass since 2003. He was 9th last year. He's 22nd. He's not the same guy. He's in his 40s, but he's still an excellent ball striker. Jeff talked about it earlier. What we're looking for, great long iron play this week. I like Sergio. He's only 7,400. Of course, he's going to be very popular at that price. Just below him, Taylor Gooch might be a little bit quieter, especially if you watched last Sunday and you saw him blow up to a 43 on the front 9 at Bay Hill, shot himself out of the tournament. What I like, though, is that he shot 2 under on the back. He did not throw in the towel. He kept grinding. That was a good sign. It's just a question of how fried he is to come back 4 days later and play again. Chris Kirk at $7,000. I know I mentioned him last week and the week before. He's come back with top 10s. He's been great. Going to try and squeeze one more out of Chris Kirk this week. 12th on tour in strokes gained tee to green. I don't know where this supreme tee to green game came from. It's the best of his career. Way down at $6,500, Adam Hadwin. He is a cut maker. He's only missed 2 cuts on tour this year, both at long tracks, Torrey Pines and Riviera. Fun fact about Adam Hadwin, he is a perfect 20 for 20 at the Island Green. He's never gone in the water. He and Ches Reavie, among guys in the field, hold that record, both perfect 20 for 20. I guess I am jinxing Adam Hadwin here right now.
Yeah, I love that T22 finish last year.
Hey.
His best finish. Yeah, you nailed that. Players' Championship winner. Who is it going to be, Len? The moment of truth.
Yeah, every time I have this vision in my head of Colin Morikawa winning and me not picking him, and then sort of waking up in cold sweats, like, what was I thinking? It's Colin Morikawa. How could you not be on Colin Morikawa? He's going to be a popular pick this week. He was only 41st here last year in his first trip to Sawgrass, made the cut on the number, but dig a little deeper. He was 6 under on Sunday. He's even better than he was. Somehow he's learned how to putt. He's already the best long iron player in the game. He has not had a lot of reps this year, small sample size, but he is currently tied for 4th in strokes gained putting on the tour. I mean, if the best long iron player from Long Island, wherever, is going to be a top 5 putter, then golfers would have a real reason to go to a different tour. So, and I say it, if you think Colin Morikawa is going to win, but you're going to stay away from him because he's highly owned, don't do that. Find your separation, get unique lineups with the other 5 guys. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't double cross yourself. I like Colin Morikawa this week.